Good morning. Gonna get on a train, go over to Newcastle Airport. Then we're gonna fly over to Tenerife. From Tenerife, we'll get on a bus to Porto de la Cruz, and then in the morning, basically I've got a package holiday, so I'm going to be staying in an hotel. Then I've got to explain to that hotel that I'm going to be away for a few days. But there's maybe a chance I may be coming back on the second night. I'm not really too sure. Next morning, I've got to make my way to the place called La Esperanza, which I've got to get a bus to one place I can't remember the name of, and then I'm basically walking on foot for about 2 hours or something to the start of the GR131 trail. I'm expecting to do this in about 4 days, maybe take us 5, I'm not too sure. I'm only there ready for 6 nights. So I want to try and do it as quick as I can, but obviously not too quick. I want to be taking it in, I want to be taking my time, have no accidents. But yeah, basically just keep on going, just enjoy it. Main reason I actually booked Tenerife last year, I've actually waited 11 months for this holiday. The main reason I booked it was because I was going to do a Teddy last year. There was a section of it that was closed, and this time there's snow and ice up there. I can't take an ice axe because I don't have one, and I don't think I'm going to fit that in my suitcase. I also don't have any good ice crampons, just little short micro spikes. So anyway, we're going to be doing the GR131 trail, so join us over the next few days. It's going to be pretty crazy. Try and get it all into one video again, and please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Let's do this. I'm just going to get myself a quick coffee in here. We're going to go and set off.
It was very clear.
It's outside of Spatia train station right now. So it looks like somebody's just had a seizure on the train. I just heard somebody talking about it. I just hope the person's alright. Don't know how serious it is, but I'll have myself a quick fog and go and get back on this. That's it, just got off the first train now. Little Lado was alright, so got him onto the ambulance, so everything was alright with that guy. But, right, so quick fog and a cup of here, and then gonna go and get my train. Got about 10 minutes for the fog and a cuppa, and then don't have to be at the airport until about, don't know, 2:30. Flight's not till about 3:30 anyway. Like. I've just made it to Newcastle train station, and just on my way down to the metro a bit now. Get my third train to the airport, and then next stop will be Tenerife. So I just made it here about just gone past 1 o'clock. Got another couple of hours until my flight, so that's alright. And have myself a fog out here and then go through security. So, see you in Tenerife. Well, I've had my 2 fogs. I dropped my suitcase off down at the bottom, so time to go through security. So, always nervous about this part. Just don't want them searching up my arsehole. Right, come on. Let's go and do this part.
We were on a flight for about 13 hours.
Right, class. First thing to get on the plane. So next stop, Tenerife. It's me. Oh, that's it. On the plane now, another 4 or 5 hours till I get there, so let's do this. Fucking hell, thank fuck for that. This is crazy, I'm the first one to get this far. I just want to get out of here, get a fag, can't get myself cash. And then there's a coach transfer. Come on. Pass park on shore. Spent I know you get and got a million. I've made it. Got my coach transfer behind us. I think that's it anyway. And then off to the hotel. Might maybe just go and get a few drinks or something tonight before I get my head down. Try and enjoy first night here. And then get up early and start that walk. It's got to be fucking crazy. So I've literally just got to my hotel now, just got dropped off by the coach transfer, so that was pretty handy. I have myself a fag, go and check out what my hotel looks like, and I'm here, dude. There's a few shops over that way, so at least I can get myself some water and that for morning. Maybe some food as well, get us started. Oh, thank fuck I'm here. Ready to my hotel. I'm down 538. Starving. 538. This is my room. The start bathroom. Toilet and a bath. With a shower. Got 2 beds to sleep on, so that's sort of take me pick. Got a sofa. I thought that was going to be a TV, it's a microwave. No, TV's up there. Some nice pictures of Mount Teddy here. Lamp in the corner and table. Canal. It's a Saturday. Saturday. Oh, class, I've even got a balcony. Oh, I can never get those things up. No wonder. Right. Oh, fucking hell, check this out. This is going to look way better actually in the morning when you can actually see everything, but... Oh, that's going to be a classic morning. quite a shame actually I'm not spending much time here. I'm actually going to be getting up first thing in the morning, hooking this hotel off, and that's that locked back up. So yeah, I'm basically going to get up in the morning, and I'm just going to, yeah. So another bad hotel there. This is quite cool actually. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame really. I'm only here for tonight, but this is my old place for the next 6 nights. But yeah, basically I'm gonna get up in the morning and leave this place, take my tent. No, actually, I didn't bring a tent. I only brought me sleeping bag and me bivvy bag, because it looks like as if it's gonna rain a bit on the Wednesday. But if I want, there's a place where I could get up to on the first night, and I could actually get a bus back down this way. I'm not too sure that if I'm going to do that, because once I'm on my adventure, I like to keep on going. So, microwave and there's all sorts. Toasted up there as well. Oh. Stuff for cooking with. Knife there. You know, you can fit everything in here. Oh man, even a fridge. You know. Right, well I think I'm gonna go and get myself some water and some food, and come back here. Oh, I should be sorted. Right, let's do this. I need a piece. Right, good morning. Today's the first day of the GR131. So carrying this on from the Gran Canaria one that I done in January. And I'm going to make myself a brew, and then I'm going to get started. I'm going to get a bus out of here, and I think it's about an half an hour bus journey. It can be a bit more if I get one of the other buses, so I'm just hoping I get this. There's one at 7:58, so if I can catch that, that'll be alright. I can get to the start of the walk, but it doesn't go right to the start of the walk because I have to walk for another 2 hours after that bus journey, and then after that I'll be on the start of the walk. So where I'm at right now, just trying to find a teaspoon, just a cup of weed. So where we're at right now is Porto de la Cruz, and then we're going to make our way to a place called La Esperanza. But before I go there, it's there's another place, as I say. Right. So I decided to go with this bed. I've sort of turned the bed covers green. I always do this in hotels. I maybe should have put that there, there's some of that. Yeah, so this is my first thing in the morning, getting up. Have ourselves a brew. Luckily I brought some coffees with us. Yeah. It's like as if it's been raining overnight actually. Doesn't look as sunny though for Tenerife, does it? So, with myself a brew. Yeah. Could just do the fog now or said you can't. That looks like I've got a palm tree head. So I was literally just crossing that road there and I wasn't looking both sides and I nearly got myself knocked over. Luckily I just turned at the right time and seen our traffic coming, you know. Just woke up and forgot which way the traffic went. Everybody's driving the complete wrong way compared to where we are in England. I just forget which side you're on anyway, to be honest. Thank fuck I don't drive anyway. So I'm going to go and get a bus from here. Hopefully it's from here. My backpack's feeling quite heavy. I've literally just passed the shop where I could have got some food. I passed the toilet where I could have went to the toilet. I think I've made some mistakes actually this morning, but hopefully I feel hungry and there's a shop in the right time. So I've got no food on it, so I've literally just got 4 big bottles of water. Well, it's actually lemon tea. Put a couple of them in the fridge. So we're just about to start this walk, and gonna get a bus to somewhere called Tacarante or something. I think that's what it's called. And then I've got to basically walk a couple of hours on foot to a place called Esperanza. The more I walk, the lighter my bag's gonna get anyway, or the more I drink and that. So, right, time to get this bus. So that's where I'm going to Tacarante. That's the bus stop, number 30. 7 minutes anyway to go. Same on tidy up that way, I think. I'm sure it took that way along. It was like I'm in Hollywood or somewhere, didn't it? Right, so I've just made it to the place called Tacarante. I must have pronounced it right because I had no trouble with the bus driver, so that was alright. So making my way down here, and it looks like as if I go over that way. And I've got about another 2-hour walk, an hour and a half to 2-hour walk to the place called Esperanza, and then I think that's basically where I start the walk. So I'm gonna check my map in a bit, but I think I know where I'm going for now, even though I've never been here. So I've literally just found the turn off. I ended up on the motorway there, that was fucking crazy. But yeah, basically I just follow this road now. This should take us all the way to La Esperanza. Walking up the road, but it doesn't really matter. Maybe it does if I'm actually on this side, so I think I better cross over, then I don't get myself knocked over there. Oh, I think this is going to be some walk this morning up here. Going to be pretty tired and going up here. It's all the way up here. Somebody's left the cock out. Cockroaches everywhere. Oh, there's some oranges on that tree. It's like the cockerels are getting there. It's like so warm going up here. So humid as well. It doesn't actually look that hot today, but it feels here. I'm sweating a bit now. So I've just been coming up this road. It's pretty hard going. I'm not even at the start of the walk here. It's going to be a tough day. I'm hoping to do about 20-25 miles or something today and all if I can. Maybe a bit more if I can. I want to try and enjoy my holiday as well while I'm here. Try and get this walk in. Not super duper fast because I'm not running it. But yeah, let's try and see how much we can get into there. Right. I think I'm going up that way now. So I would say anybody that's planning on doing this walk and watching my video, when you get to Tacarante, get a taxi. Honestly, it's not even worth this, like a couple of hours walk up here. That's quite a bit of time onto your walk. And I'm sweating like, I don't know, Prince Andrew. You know, it's all just been a big steep hill up here. Not easy. I've got no choice just to keep on going now. Oh, it's starting to turn into the right bastard now. It's literally just started to rain. There's no sun. Shit. I'm gonna wish I'd brought that tent. Oh, Anna. Well, too late now. I'm on my way. Got my sleeping bag and I've got a beefy bag. The beefy bag will keep us waterproofed. So that's gonna be like a little tent. There's always a chance I get to the, there's a village, and you can get a bus from there to Porto de la Cruz, which is where my hotels are. And then next morning I could get on a bus, go back to that place, and then carry on the walk from there. I don't know if I'm going to do that. So, oh, it's amazing where your Google Maps will take you sometimes, isn't it? So I'm basically following Google Maps right now, and I'm going to switch over to the All Trails map once I start the actual walk. So this is just taking us to La Esperanza. Yeah, we ended up in this like bit of an alley. Random houses in the middle of nowhere. And it smells like sewage-y fish and everything. Smells horrible there. So it's like a farming place, isn't it? I've got no idea where I'm at right now. The only thing I can tell you is I'm in Tenerife. So yeah, it started raining. It's only light. It's weird. I'm sweating, but I feel kind of cold as well. It's getting a little bit heavier actually now. It's alright, I'm going through some forests anyway. So I've got some rain for next today, maybe tomorrow. And I think it's going to get sunny after that. Hope so anyway. Just mad being in Tenerife and the weather's actually worse here than it is back home. Oh well. The way she goes. There's lilies there. What colour are they? I think the lilies. And there's little flowers there. You only get them in Tenerife. There's loads of different types of species and different types of plants around here that you don't get anywhere else, because a lot of it grows on like volcanic grounds and stuff, you know. Just mad to think this was at the bottom of the ocean at one point millions of years ago, and then with volcanic activity it all sprung up out of the ocean. All these islands, the Canary Islands. Hello. I was coming to say, yeah, it is. It's a cool pub. Shame they're not then. I'm not going in there for you. So I've literally just got to the top of this massive hill, which is basically been like climbing a mountain. Like, I reckon if I was climbing one of the fells, I reckon I'd be up top of Skiddaw or something now. Because look at there, I don't know if you can see it, but you can see all that in the distance, way back over that way. So yeah, I've come up some pretty big height. My phone says I've got about another 45 minutes or something to go. So that's not too bad. Yeah, just basically following this road now to La Esperanza. But yeah, get a taxi if you're watching this. And also if you're watching this and you got to this point, please give us a like and a subscribe. I mean, I've spent a lot of money to come out here, but it's not about the... If you think about the effort that I'm actually putting into this, into these walks and the time of editing them and everything, So yeah, please hit the like and subscribe button, please. It'll help us out a lot, honestly. Yeah, it's 10:30. Just reached La Esperanza, so that's alright. It only took us 2 hours to get here, which, as I say, if I was walking up one of the fells, I could have even got up to top of El Velen in that time. Right, so now I need to check my old trails map and see how I start this walk. Maybe see if I can find a shop and a taller, somewhere that I can get a shit. So I've literally just found the area where I start the walk, so that's alright. But I haven't got any photos out on us yet, so I think I'm gonna have to go and get some up to date before I start. It's actually like pretty early, but I just know I've got about 20 miles to put in without any where to get any food, so I'll have a little look around this area around here, see if there's any shops or anything, even if I can just get something to sort of take with us. Must be something around here. I've just got myself a sandwich and a toasty in here. Oh, nicely. Right, I'll have some in here and then carry on over that way. Yeah, so that was alright. Got myself a cheese and ham toasty and a coffee in there. So, well needed there. I mean, I'm not even hungry, but I can feel it in my stomach. Last night I was going to go out and get something to eat, but I went out, got myself some water, had a few fogs outside the shops, and then the shops just suddenly closed at about, I don't know, 10:30 or 11 o'clock or something. So we're in La Esperanza, and this is the start of the GR131. Even though we've been walking for the last 2 hours right up all these hills, but yeah, this is the start of the GR131. This is where it starts. So hopefully this is going to take us about, well, I need to be back for Sunday. That's the main thing. They weren't really that asked about when I told them what I was going to be doing at the hotel. They weren't really bothered really. They were just like, yeah, as long as you're back by the time you come home, and yeah, you should be alright really. I was saying, I said, just don't phone the place if you think I'm missing it out. They were like, nah, couldn't give a fuck, you know, as long as I'm back in town. So this is the start of it. I'm gonna go up these steps, through these woods. Right, hey, oh, let's go. So I think this is it, yeah. This is the trail that I'll be following from La Esperanza to Redona. Can't really be asked reading all that, but basically I am here. Yeah, I've got a long way to go. So I've got 95 kilometres to put in altogether. I think altogether it's like around about 60 mile-ish. Shouldn't be too bad. I could probably do that in 3 days, but I think in 4 days it'd be spreading it out nicely. But maybe by 5 days, so it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. As long as I'm back for Sunday, that's the main thing, because I'm leaving at Monday, but I don't set off till 8:30. But they're probably going to want me stuff out of the hotel, and I haven't got much stuff in the hotel, just me. Right, I think I'm actually going to have to have a look at my map. That says don't go that way. It says don't go over that way. I think I'm going this way. Forgot what I was going on about now. Yeah. Fuck knows. Right. I think I'm going that way, but I'm going to check it out first. So I'm just following my map now. Same as if I'm taking the right way. I've just walked over this bridge for no reason, I think. Yeah, I'm right on path now. So I can see a little one of them signs. Seeing them on the GR131, like a little white line and a red line underneath it. See them painted everywhere, so you kind of know you're going the right way. And then if you see it with a cross on, you know not to go that way. It's a tail, but I'm going the right way. Looks like carved out by rivers or volcanoes or something. This bit, didn't it? Doesn't feel as bad now going up these low hills compared to going up that big steep road hill this morning. That was some pretty hard going. These low flowers. As I say, you'll see flowers and species around here that you don't normally see. But I did see a big dead rat before, and I don't want to encounter one of them while I'm sleeping outside in the wild. So there's one there that you don't follow, and then this is the one that you do follow. So at least we know we're going the right way now. So we're officially on the GR131. So thank fuck for that, eh? So at least I got myself a cheese and ham toasty and a coffee in that place. The amount of water that I'm carrying right now, it's making my backpack pretty heavy. It's actually pretty hard. I just kind of wished I wasn't carrying so much water, but I know I'm going to need it. I thought it was actually going to be hotter than this, but it's not too bad. It's keeping us cool. These trees are keeping us protected from the rain. I should find myself a nice little place in the woods to get some sleep tonight. I say it's not too bad, but it's getting us out of breath again. So I guess I'm going to have to watch out for rockfall. Is it too bad? Oh, where are we at here? Back on the road. Right, I see one of them flags there, so I'm guessing I'm going this way and not that way. Which is strange because I thought I was just walking in the woods here. I've like sort of come out of the woods. Yeah, let's just find my way. So I'm just walking up this road now, and I just seen a sign back there saying Arona. So that's where my end point is. It said like 95 kilometres. But it's alright, we're officially on the GR131 trail. Even though it didn't look like it again right now, just on a road. Somebody's got the washing out there under the rain. It's a good spot to put it. There's yon for Cairn. Honestly mate, it's so hot going up this road right now. Even though it's raining, I'm actually pleased that the sun ain't really right out right now. Yeah, thank God there's no sun. So, it's got to carry on with the rest of this hill. And what I need right now is some oxygen. Look at this behind us now. It's like Silent Hill. It's gone like proper misty in there. I seen a sign, no, another sign. I seen on my maps before that I was up to 950 metres down there. So I must be getting close to the 1,000 metres now. Yeah, it's just proper misty. And the rain's actually started getting a bit worse. It's a bit more heavier now. But it did say like a 20 to 40% chance of rain today. So I would say we're at the 40% part now. But it's only light, I'm not getting soaked. Maybe a lot of it. I don't know. Time's gonna tell. A little bit of shelter there. It's I've myself a little break here. I might as well have a sit down here, figure out which way I'm going from it. Getting a bit stressed now. I've been needing the toilet for quite a while, that's why I'm getting stressed. I haven't seen a toilet for ages, so I'm just going to keep on going. Well, that was alright. I've come up that road, I've sat down there, seen a sign here, so obviously it means I'm going this way. So I'm not even going to bother checking my map because I just know I'm going the right way. So basically I'm heading to the next village, La Caldera, I think it's called. There's a green and white one there. Don't know what that one's about. Maybe part of another trail. So yeah, La Caldera, if I can get to there I can actually get a bus back to Porto de la Cruz if I want. I'm just gonna have to see what the rain's like. So just getting up here now. I'm pretty sure so that's what's behind us. This is the start of going through these forests here. So I think, to be fair, this is where the GR131, oh my fucking shoelace. I've felt that coming loose actually for a couple of days. Yeah, this is basically where the GR131 starts, innit? I think most videos I've seen of folk doing it, which there hasn't been many, and there's been quite a few Spanish ones that I've watched. A few of them I've watched with subtitles, but yeah, this is the start of it. Right, don't have to do my shoelace. These woods are looking kind of spooky, like. I don't know why. Just looks totally different to other woods that I've been around. It's almost jungle-like, innit? Can't believe it's pissing down in Tenerife. And it's sunny back home. It's alright. I should have a bit of sun. I think it's tomorrow or the day after. I'm going to have to actually check my weather up, but I know today was going to be the worst with rain. But it's alright, I'm walking through forests. So basically tonight I should be able to get my tent up in a wooded area, somewhere that can be sheltered, even if I have to make a little wooden shelter. Maybe a little laying up or something, I don't know. Either that or I get a bus to Porto de la Cruz. I'm not really too sure what I'm doing tonight, but it's going to kind of figure it out along the way. I know where I'm going now, and I'm on the right track. I'm absolutely knackered now, and I'm only like a couple of kilometres into the walk, but just getting started today. That was some walk up that hill, honestly. I thought with it being first thing in the morning there might not be any taxis, and as I was walking up that road there was like 3 or 4 taxis that actually passed us. So definitely if you get to where I started off today, get a taxi from there, tuck it on to, get a taxi from there up to La Esperanza, because this is where you officially start the walk really. So when I did the GR131 in Gran Canaria, it was just basically like coast to coast, but for some reason they haven't set this one out as a coast to coast. I think they're doing Fuerteventura and La Palma and La Gomera and all the other Canary Islands. I think they're all pretty much coast to coast, but there's you can kind of say why, because there's a lot of like motorways and big roads and stuff in between the start of the coast to basically that middle point where the GR131 is. So you don't really want to be walking along them kind of roads just as round here. You're literally just going to get yourself killed. Even just them roads that I was going up before was just a bit scary when you were coming around certain corners. But I went to the right side of the road, but you forget what side of the road you're meant to be on anyway. Right, let's just keep going. So I've just checked my map and that basically says Montana El Haya. So can I get a El Haya? Arona. So according to this, I've done like 10 kilometres. Doesn't feel like it. Well, saying that, I don't know what it feels like because I've done that bit extra. But yeah, you come to this turning point and you come down here. So I think this is a campsite down here. I think you can like pay so much and camp around here, but if you're stealthing it like me, there's all this bracken about, so sometimes I use this to make a bedding with. I'll chop loads of that up, put it down on the floor, it makes quite a nice bed. It's almost like memory foam, the way you just sort of lie into it. I was saying that on Bear Grylls. It works. I tried it in Dalton's Cave and I did it quite a few times. The only bug it is, if you got to pull these things out, just be careful, because there was one time I went like that and pulled it out and I ended up cutting my fingers. It was kind of deep, but it wasn't too bad. I wrapped it up. I woke up in the morning, I was still alive. Yeah, I'm probably going into jungle type terrain here or something. So I've got to say, when you get to the official start point of this walk, it's not that bad really. When I started the GR131 in Gran Canaria, that was from Porto de las Nieves, and it was just all uphill, and then when you got right up to the top of the mountain, it went down a bit, but then you had a bit more uphill sort of sections. But since I've started this, it's just all been a nice little stroll downhill. So sort of wondering really what's coming next really, but so far it's been alright. Can't complain. I suppose after doing that great big massive walk uphill, this is kind of just what I need, innit? So I don't know what sort of wildlife I'm going to encounter while I'm out here, but when I get back it'll be in May, and the next month in June, I think basically I've got another 6 or 7 weeks until I set off to Poland to climb Rising Mountain, Or is it Rizzy Mountain? RYSY. Anyway, there's bears, there's wolves, there's snakes, there's bison, there's basically every sort of big animal. There's even lynx. So they do advise you not to go walking on your own, not to stay out at night. So I don't know. I mean, I've watched Bear Grylls and stuff, and I see how he handles it. I've also seen a lot of bear attacks on YouTube, so I don't want to be one of them. And the brown bears. I mean, any bear will fuck it up, right? But I don't want to encounter wolves or bears or anything like that. But when I've watched a few videos on folk climbing Rising Mountain, there's been no sign of any bears at all. But yeah, I'm gonna have to be careful around there. My cousin actually messaged us to the day saying that somebody had actually been killed around that way. But the mad thing is, I've actually booked a one-way ticket to Poland, and then I've booked another ticket from Slovakia back to England, so I need to cross that border somehow. So if the weather's completely bad, then I guess I'll go out to Poland, go out to Krakow, maybe spend, don't know, a day or two around Krakow, or Krakow, however you want to say it, and then I'll have to maybe get a train to Slovakia. But my main plan's to go over that Rising Mountain and then come down to Slovakia. I think it's about a 8,000 or 9,000 foot climb. So basically like what I've done in Germany, but it's just a little bit smaller, and I mean just a little bit. But when I got to the highest mountain in Germany, there was a cable car to go all the way back down, and that wasn't too bad. But with this one, got to walk all the way down it. There's a few via ferrata sections, so that's going to be pretty dangerous. I'm going to have to be careful on them. Tis in end of June, so it should be pretty good hot sort of weather. No, I don't know. I'm not taking a tent on that end. I'm just going to take, I'm not even going to take a sleeping bag either. I think I'm just going to take a beefy bag. Maybe something else just to sort of keep us warm throughout night. But I think I'm going to have to book them. There's a mountain on the Polish side or the Slovak side. See if I can go up to the certain height and then come back down. I'll maybe just see if I can find a group of people that I can make friends with, and I don't know. I suppose if there's more people and there's just one bear, that bear's probably going to shit itself really, you know. Same with wolves as well. But saying that, I have no idea. Never encountered a bear or wolves. So what the fuck am I doing now? Stepping it up to the next level, I think that's what I'm doing. But I don't know, maybe I should have booked another trip to the Canary Islands, like Future Ventura or La Gomorrah. But I think I'm going to do that like more in winter sort of time. Here we are at another point. It says not to go over there, so that's them crosses there. Good thing is you don't really have to follow the map so much at this point. I did a bit more to get sort of set off with, but once you know you're on that right direction, it's alright really. It's a bit like being on the West Island Way. The other one, there was one I done in Ireland. I forget the name of that one now. The Kerry Way, that was it. I went to Southern Ireland. I followed the Kerry Way up till the point of Carrantil, but that was on the back of it at the Black Path. I went up. I only seen one video on YouTube of that. And I followed some maps to get up there, and then when I got to the certain point, I could see the cross on the summit of Carrantil, which is Ireland's highest mountain. It's quite muddy and wet round here. And then I walked another, so I walked 25 miles or something to get there, and about 25 miles to get back. But yeah, that was a pretty good few days. And then somewhere after that I did the West Island Way, and then I done the coast to coast, not the full lot of it though. Kind of want to do that again sometime. I don't know whether to start it from the start and just carry on to the end, but I like to try and see if I can get something done in a week, because I think I get about 6 weeks off altogether with work, and then you just want to kind of have a week one way, a week somewhere else, another week somewhere else. But I've also got plans to go back to Italy. I want to go on up the Dolomites and round that way. So it seems as if the terrain's changing a little bit. Still foresty sort of area. But yeah, I've got plenty of plans. Please hit the subscribe button, because I want to do this more. I mean, I would actually quit my job and just see how much more crazy walks I can do. I mean, if I had the money, I would even tackle Everest. A lot of folk have said, would you do Everest? But to be honest, with the queues at the moment over these last couple of years or so, since 2020 or whatever, I don't even know if it's worth your life. You know, standing in a queue waiting to hit that summit, it's a bit like being on top of Snowdon. Only thing is though, when you're at that sort of height and you're in the death zone, I mean, that just sort of says it all, innit? You know, you should really only be in the death zone for so long. You shouldn't even be in the death zone, to be fair, but let's get my breath back. Yeah, looks like as if we're carrying on over that way. Keep going across this island. Seem to be doing quite well for time. I think the fact though that it's just gone a bit more straight and not directly up a massive steep hill is making good difference on the time. At least it's not knocking us off. Yeah, mentally anyway. Mentally I'm doing alright. But I think battery wise I'm gonna have to save on my battery, so I'll come back to you in a bit when I get a bit further. But yeah, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Honestly, if you can, it will really help us out a lot, because I want to be able to do this full time as a job and just keep on travelling about, making more travel vlogs, hiking vlogs, just getting out there doing as much as I can. And if there's any, I don't know, any nice lasses out there that want to sort of stop us from doing these big walks. Yeah, I was in a good relationship, and well, was it good? I don't know. We had good times, up and down times. I decided to call it, and then I've been out here for this last year, just getting out more. It's been 11 months since the last time I was in Tenerife, and last year when I was in Tenerife, oh, it was so hot. But this time it's raining, it's wet, it's a bit colder. It's actually more hotter than in England right now. Yeah, I should have just stayed back at home and went walking on the fells if I wanted sun. But I want something different, you know, like a DLC to the lakes. The lakes is where I started my walks, so yeah. Right, let's keep going. Well, that was lucky. I just started walking up that path there to find out. I seen this sign actually, so I think I was going the wrong way there, which I probably was. Yeah, that's alright. So I've come 3.5 kilometres from La Esperanza, and it says there's 81.9 kilometres to go to Rwanda. I remember somebody filming these signs on YouTube and they said, I don't know, the signs might be a bit wrong. So I could probably do with actually having a lot of look on my phone. I'll have a lot of look on my phone and see how many miles I've done. But yeah, I've seen another one of them red and white pensions there as well. So at least I know I'm going the right way right now. Just felt like as if I was going up that way. Right, so far I've done 7.13 mile and 15,864 steps. That's pretty good going so far. It's quite a fair bit though, isn't it? 7 miles so far. And it says I've only done like 3 kilometres of the actual walk. Right, so that means I was already planning on walking 20 miles of the actual walk and then maybe getting a bus back to like my hotel and everything. So let's work this out. Like 27 miles or something I'm expected to do today. Maybe I've overthought this with the extra walk this morning. Didn't really feel like much when I thought about it. Just a couple of miles, you know, a couple of hours, start the walk, just a nice little stroll up an hill. No, that wasn't just any normal hill, that was a proper steep hill, which I could have got a taxi to. Doesn't matter. Anyways, I need to shut up talking shit, don't I? Because I'm probably talking more shit than I actually need to. And I've actually done this down to 50% now, so I'm just going to show you the best bits in of it. So I've literally just been down this jungle side path. Yeah, I had a side quest to do there. I'm not proud of it, but side quest completed. Let's just say I really needed the So I've just come from this bit. There was a bit where it was like all closed off, but they actually let us through, which was alright. I remember saying on me before I actually set off that I think start of this section was actually meant to be closed, but it's alright. Smells quite nice actually. It's got like a nice pine tree smell. It's quite strong, that smell, I know. So there's my sound for the owner. It's well muddy around here. It's just mad to think that the last time I was round here it was so dry, so hot. There was like lizards running about everywhere, them little geckos. It's mad to think though that we actually get them in England, but you barely see them. I think I've seen 2 or 3 in my whole lifetime. So yeah, we're on the right direction now. So far on this trail, this is what we've done so far, which is quite a fair bit, innit? Only problem is right now, carried on this path. So I'm gonna have to get back on myself to find out which turn off I missed. There must have been a bit which I thought was a side quest, but it was actually the main journey. So yeah, I'm gonna carry on back down this way and then see if I can find that bit where it joins up down here, so I can carry on walking up that way, because it looks like as if I carry on up that way, it's like sticking to the path a little bit off, but yeah, I don't want to really take any risks there, just in case. So it looks like we're nearly at that point. Just please no more hills. I know there's some mountains that I'm expected to climb up, but it's kind of what I'm here for. There's something coming up here. Right. Let's get out at where. Hello. No, it doesn't even look like this is the bit. What is it? I've got a funny feeling that I'm walking that way. No, it's not up that way either, is it? What have I done? Right, so I'm definitely not going up that way. Right, let me just figure this out and I'll come back to you in a bit. Oh man, 22% left on my battery. Right. Luckily I've got 6 batteries, so I've literally just seen that part there. That's saying to come down here. So yeah, I just went a little bit off direction there, and I'm back on path, so that's all good. Right, better save some battery on here though, because if I've literally just started this walk and I'm down to 20% battery, I'm gonna have to be careful. So better be careful when I'm actually recording today. There's another one of them signs meant to go that way. Yeah, let's. Oh, I've just remembered, I've got these little hydration things. It's not like dead hot, but I'm going to stick 2 of these in my drink. Could only help us. So maybe I was wrong before when I was saying the caldera. That's actually saying it's 28 kilometers. So I think that's about 20 miles, or maybe about 18 or something. I'm not too sure. I can't quite work it out, but I think it's about 6 miles to each 10 kilometers. 12. So maybe about 18. So yeah, I was thinking before maybe I'd like another 15 to 20 miles or something to do. So 18 miles. That's not too bad. I wonder what time I'm on. I see 2 people over there. I wonder if they're doing the GR131. So it's just come up to 1 o'clock. So I'm guessing, usually I do about 3 miles in about an hour. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 6 hours. It's just come up to 1 o'clock. So I might reach where I want to be at about 7 o'clock. Unless some of the uphill sections pushes us along to 8 o'clock. Maybe a bit further on. I know there's a downhill section and a sort of steep section when I get to there, so hopefully I can get down before it gets too dark. Or maybe do I just stay in them woods, find somewhere I can rest up, get some sleep, and then carry on in the morning. I don't know. I'll decide later. Well, I don't know how to watch this battery. What's it on now? 14%, right? Yeah. I'll carry on, I guess. So I've literally just come from down that way. Now we're heading up that way and further up to them mountains. So I'm going to see a lot of the landscape changing quite a bit. It's going to be a bit like when we're in Gran Canaria, and just kind of feels like sometimes you're changing from one level to another level in a game. But yeah, through these woods and out that way. Let's go. Alright, so we've just got on one of them side trails. This ain't the side quest, it's proper path. It's just took us off a part where like cars can come down. I know it's just for people on foot. Right, so it's just come up to 1:45. I think I've been gone since about 8:30, 9 o'clock or so. I've just gone past 10 mile. 23,502 steps. Just felt it lightly raining again. Just too bad. I'm gonna check my phone and see if I've got any internet, see what the weather's going to be like for these next few days. So I'm just going to have myself a little break here and I'm going to carry on. Just met that couple again. I seem to have passed them, they've passed me. I think this is going to be on repeat for a while. I ain't gonna lie, it's actually getting pretty tough now. Just exhausted. I think, to be honest, because my backpack's kind of heavy, because I've still got like 4 big bottles of water in there. Well, iced tea. Yeah, it's kind of tough, but I haven't got too far to go now. Maybe about another 10 kilometres and then I should be at the Caldera. And then from there I can decide if I want to go back to the hotel. Or just carry on with the trail. Still haven't decided yet. I'll see where I am in a bit. Just come across this little area. It's like a little bothy here somewhere, isn't it? Like one of them little bothies in the lakes in Scotland somewhere. So I've done 10.9 kilometres on the trail. Around 74.5 kilometres to go. The Caldera, that's where we're heading to now. So this is part of the GR131. It's alright. This would be a perfect spot to have a sit down and a sandwich. I'm just gonna have a sit down. I haven't got a sandwich. But I think we'll just have a cigarette. If I didn't have another 19 kilometres to go, I'd have probably just slept on that bench. On this table. It would just be perfect actually there. That's kind of handy there. Bit of drinking water if you need it. That'll dry up when it gets really hot. So, pretty thick woods there, so you don't want to go lost and go missing in some of these. I think you'd be walking for up certain miles until you found the path again. And this path, you can hardly tell it's a path. Luckily it's well worn down so you can kind of see. Bloody hell, all the black off them trees are. Ah, they're well sealed. They're well singed, like, aren't they? You can see where they seem to set on fire from the ground. So it's where the ground gets really hot and then sets fire to them. But because they're like pine trees, or they are pine trees, pretty tough at growing back and everything. These woods just go on for absolute miles, like, don't they? I mean, honestly, I think I've been going about 12 or 13 miles or something now, just through woods and forests. Basically making our way to TD. It'd be pretty cool if I could walk up it, but I don't think there's any chance of that. I think I've come a long way. No, just because all these trees have fell down. So since that last storm, it took quite a bit out, and I think that's why there were certain sections of this that was actually closed. So stop when I'm going the right way. And see footprints on here. So that says I'm going the right way. But yeah. That storm really did a number on these woods, didn't it? So right now, you can't say really shit for trees and mist and clouds. So heading up this way, I think I've got another few hundred metres until I get to the top of this mountain. Yeah, does have a name. I could just go back to my maps and tell you, but I'm not actually going up that mountain. It's basically carrying on up this way. I'm about 1,400 metres or something so far. So it's not going so bad. It's just pretty tough because you're going uphill quite a bit. But it's alright. It just slows down a bit. I had a good stretch to start off with. So yeah, it's just gone up past 3 and Montana Mesa, that's the mountain that we're there. So we're about 1,450 odd metres, maybe a little bit further up. We're just near a mountain called Montana La Mesa. Keep on doing that. Looks like we're sort of sticking to this sort of height for a bit, and then it goes up another, maybe another 200 metres or something, and then we should be at a level where it'll level off, and then it should start going downwards. We might get a bit of a view of TD from the distance from there. So yeah, but it's just been forests for ages, which is cool. With the rain, it's probably kept us a bit sheltered. It's only like 20-40% rain today, but I think I've got better chance of sun tomorrow. The only thing is, it is actually going to rain a bit tonight. So wherever I'm at, I'm going to have to make sure I'm somewhere sheltered. Because when I had a little bit of a sit down there before, and after I sat down for so long, I actually felt kind of cold. So I keep my body heat going. I'm doing alright, but I've got my pyjamas in my bag, along with my sleeping bag and bivvy bag, and I've got a pillow, a nice pillow. It's been a good day, but where's the sun? It's actually starting to level off a little bit now. So if anything we learnt in Terminator 2, everything was up in flames and that, wasn't it? Like, and you think of like climate change and all that, I think places are getting like hotter tonight. I just need to make sure that I'm like somewhere pretty sheltered, keeping out of the rain, and I'm not getting soaked at night. But any little drips, my bivvy bag will keep us dry. It's been alright walking through all this, but the only thing is, there just hasn't been many views, has there? You know, it's just been all trees and clouds, which is cool. Does look quite cool. Feels like you're in Skyrim or somewhere. Something kind of spooky and eerie about these woods in there. This doesn't look like a place. It looks like something out of a horror film, didn't it? If I go further up that way, I'm pretty sure something's going to fuck us up. Yeah, I know it's going to fuck us up. There's animals around here, and I'm probably going to have to fight them off at night time. Every now and then you've just really got to make sure that you're still on path, because last thing you want to be doing is going off into the middle of nowhere and getting lost. That'd be game over then, wouldn't it? Eventually you could find your way out if you kept on going downhill, but you could end up anywhere. Yeah, skinwalkers are real. They must be hiding in them woods. So it looks like you're coming out of there, you've got these roads, and then you go up here. So I just got a lot of reception down there in them woods, which was alright. But it's died off again now. Doesn't matter. It's kind of like talking to people now and then. So it's now 4:30. Still making my way through these woods. This has been the biggest forest I've actually been through. Probably up to about 14 or 15 miles or something now. So far, phone says I've done about 14.70 mile. It's nearly on the 15 mile point. I'm about 1,600 and something metres up. If you think about it, it's about 1,000 metres up to Ben Nevis. So that's like 4,000 foot. So yeah, I'm like 4,500 foot or something. Probably right now if you think the feet. Mount Tenerife, the volcano, it's actually still active, that, you know. That's about 12,000 foot, 12,500 foot, something like that. I know it's somewhere on the 12,000 foot mark. Actually getting a bit of sunshine now. Looks like as if it's actually starting to clear. The clouds a bit over that way now. It looks like we're going this way. Oh, this is a bastard. All these things, they're all wet. So I'm walking past and you just end up with like wet feet and wet pants, wet top. It's alright because the sun's coming out now, so that'll help us to dry off a little bit. Oh, this feels horrible though right now. If it was roasting hot, this would be a gold mine. Now I've got wet legs, bit of a wet body, and my shoelaces come undone again. It's every now and then you have these moments. Sometimes I feel like I'm on the up, and then something just knocks you a bit. So I don't know, I just every now and then I think about things and get a little bit emotional. I guess everybody does is gone through shit, right? I was even just talking about my problems on here actually. I just felt like I've uploaded my problems to to you, or to somewhere, I don't know, without telling you too much. Yeah, it's just I was totally off track emotionally, that's what it's done. But I'm gonna keep on going. This is mud, all the landscape's just changed, didn't it? Been gone through that pine forest for hours. So 15.7 kilometers I've done. That's probably about 10 mile, because I've done about 15 mile already. So 14.8 kilometers to the Calger. That's the next village in a row, and that's my finish point. 69 mile. I mean 69 kilometers to go. So you don't go down that path. Right, let's just figure out where I'm going, because I can't say much. That says don't go down that way. That sign says to go this way. I'm a bit confused actually. Good job I've got a map, because it either leaves this way or going up that way, but then that sign says to go that way, and then there's a rock that says don't go that way. Right, let's just figure this out. So when I was just trying to figure it out there, I could literally see that rock there that was saying not to go that way, and it said not to go up that way, but I've literally just found this is the trail. So yeah, if you get up to this point, if you're following this, if not and you're just watching me doing my walk, yeah, thanks for watching. Please give us a like and a subscribe if you haven't already. It'd be pretty cool to get more subscribers, and it'd be pretty cool to do this full time. I mean, if I didn't have to get back to work, I'll probably get a ferry to another island and just carry on with this walk. But as I say, I only get like 6 weeks off work, so I've got to be careful what I do with it, and I like to sort of spread it out. And lately I've been spreading it out where I'm in a different country every time, so I don't know whether if I'm going to get a chance to finish that coast to coast walk off. Quite like to do the South Downs way as well. My uncle lives round that way, round Eastbourne, but for what it takes to get all the way down south, like way down that way, I could literally get a flight to somewhere else. Well, something I should do early in summertime. Just need to get it done, get it out of the way. Not so much as get it out of the way, I want to enjoy it as well. It's just something I've been saying about doing for a while. Feels as if it's clouding up a bit, like there's not as much mist. And apparently it's nice and sunny in England right now. I've come all the way to Tenerife. Most people will come here for the sun, you know, for the beaches. I've come here for the walk, you know. I want to carry on with this GR131. Yeah, as I said, it'd be pretty good if I could do the other islands, but so see how it goes. The intentions there. Don't know yet. Yeah, the mist sort of, you can see it up there. It's getting a bit sunnier over there, so hopefully it'll get a bit more sunnier, and hopefully it'll start drying me out a bit more, because gone through all these bushes, kind of got us a little bit wet, but I did pick the right clothing for it. At least I'm not wearing my jeans today, because honestly going through all this just gets it a bit wet. Yeah, I can feel that on my legs now. In my coat, I can literally squeeze water out of there. Somebody needs to get through here with a machete. Or I could just do with finding a machete right now. Honestly, this is just an absolute bastard. They're all wet. They're all dead today. Just keep getting me onto it. You having fun on your holiday? Kinda. I might be a little bored sitting around the beach. Yeah, let's just keep going through all this. Doesn't matter if I'm getting away. I've got to change of clothes. I just don't want to get my coats away because, yeah, might be sleeping in this tonight. But kind of soaked now going through all these bastards. Oh, that cloud's coming back in. It's like every now and then the sun comes out and then it just goes away. Better watch you don't chip on them things. Oh, honestly, look at my pants now. Fucking joking. I mean, I'll be laughing at this, you know, another time. But yeah, this is just a complete bastard like it. Yeah, now I feel wet. You know, I didn't bring any waterproof pants because you'd only said like 20, 30, 40% rain for today. Yeah, I'm kind of wishing I had waterproof pants on now, or even some gaiters, but I haven't. So I'm just suffering with these fucking bushes. Normally I don't mind a bit of bush. A bit of wet bush. Oh, for fuck's sake. They just go on and on and on. I mean, I'm definitely going the right way. Somebody needs to come through here with a machete or a chainsaw. Yeah, just come out into a bit of an opening. Look at that. Absolutely ringing wet. The coat's not too bad. Just felt a bit damp, but they're absolutely soaked. So hopefully that doesn't run down into me socks and then down my shoes and then my shoes wet. Luckily I do have some shorts. I maybe pop them on later on. Probably gonna have to try and dry these pants out. What are these wet bushes? How mad does that look right now? You can actually see the mist. Actually see the water droplets just going past you. See all these clouds, all the mist coming up. And you got this sun just coming right down through now. That's just what I needed. After going through all them bushes. So yeah, we're carrying on over that way. I was hoping to be a little bit further at this point. I'm actually doing alright though for time. It's sort of where I should expect it to be. But this just looks cool though. Now that the sun's starting to come out a bit more, I can actually feel the heat off there. More of these bushes, honestly. I'm half tempted to go down there, but there's a bit of a drop off there. So I don't want to end up like Jay Slater. I'm going to keep on going through these bushes even if it does mean getting wet. Oh, I could just feel the heat off that sun. It's kind of dissipated. It was like somebody just turned the heating on. It's what I really need right now is a decent bit of sunshine to dry us out. Keep my body heat going, that'll add the extra heat. But I'm absolutely soaked because of these things. Bastards. It's probably half the reason why I'm wet, because of the humidity of all these plants and stuff. But yeah, look at my pants. I'm absolutely soaked. So yeah, it's a good job I didn't take the jump off there. On a nice easy path now. Yeah, I just need some sunshine to come through and dry us out, because my pants are the worst right now. My top's a bit damp, but it's like water resistant, not waterproof. But the reason I picked some thin pants was because they'll dry out better. So hopefully that sun comes through and just dries us out, because I've literally just felt it gone from 20 degrees in that heat to feeling like I've gone down to, I don't know, 12 degrees. Feels like 10 or something. Feels colder actually. I just need to keep on going, keep my body heat going. Last thing I want to be doing tonight is going to sleep feeling cold and wet and ending up with hypothermia. I'm on the right direction. I'm not getting lost at all, so made my way through all them trees, and hopefully with this sun coming out, by the time I start coming down over there, I might maybe actually get that view of Mount Tenerife. I don't know. Let's just keep on going and see what happens. That sun didn't last for too long. It like came out and then it went away, and now it just feels a bit cold again. It's going to make a massive difference. Like, it just feels like 10 degrees difference when the sun's out. And I just know once the sun starts going down around here, it gets dark pretty fast. So as soon as it starts to sunset, if I can tell when that happens. If not, I'm gonna have to look at me clock at about so now I watch out for time now. I'm between 8 and 9. It was about 8, half 8 last night when I landed. Actually landed a little bit earlier. Oh, it just goes on and on and on in mist and trees. At some point it is going to get better, because like when you go up towards where Mount Tenerife is, it does look pretty cool, like pretty barren, and I don't know, like I can hear something over there. Thought I could hear the motorbike coming up. It was either that or a chainsaw. Got another one coming up behind us, I know. I don't know if I've managed it, but I've actually come off direction here. And by the looks of things, right off direction here. So I'm meant to be following this. And I'm sure I've been here before. This is the direction to TD. It's not too bad if I carry on walking up here. I can carry along this main road, and then it looks like as if it'll cut off down there. And then even if I was to carry on up that way, I could cut back down. So that's alright. Oh, what was that? So yeah, we've come off path, but it doesn't matter. At least there's a way back to get back on here. It's alright. Hey, them motorbikers screaming about summer. Good news is my pants have started to dry off. Even though there's not much sun coming through. I think my body heat's just kind of dried it off a bit. I don't know what they're shouting about. I wonder if any of them's had an accident or something. Anyway, that's their problem. My problem is getting back on trail, innit? So yeah, I think if I keep on following this road, basically it'll take us to where I'm going to, but I'd rather stick to the GR131 trail. Looks like there's a lot of path going around that way. I'll check my maps in a bit, see if I can get back in direction. It's just started to rain again. So there's about another 30 kilometres to TD, and that looks like 16 kilometres to... See, I don't even know what that says, but I'm pretty sure that's the Space Observatory. So just need to watch out for these cars, because I don't know whether if they can see me so well. So if I keep on going for another 30 kilometres, which is about 15 mile, I'll end up at Tadia. There's actually a path down there. I should probably be following that actually. But I think I'm actually just going to stick to this road, you know. Saying that it's a bit of a bad idea on the road, you know. And then I don't even know where that leads to. So them bits aren't really marked out on my map. This is that bit that I was saying about. I should be able to find a bit that cuts back down, and then I should be able to join back up on the path from here. So that's alright. So I don't want to take that road. I know if I keep on taking that road I can join up with another bit eventually, but I want to get to that next village. I want to follow the trail, and I want to see what it's like getting a bus back to where my hotel is. I think because I'm kind of wet, maybe if I'm indoors somewhere like that, then I don't know, I'll just dry off. But right now the sun's coming out, so hopefully it's not just a drill. I'm pleased I had that toasty this morning, because I sort of struggled to try and eat it because I just can't eat out in the morning, but just don't have any appetite. But if I didn't have that toasty, I'd have been absolutely starving by this point. So it's like just come up 5:30. I think it was about 10:30 or something when I had that toasty. Luckily my appetite's pretty shit, so right now though I am actually starting to get a little bit hungry. Still got plenty of water, so that's alright. Right, do I go down this way or do I go down that way? That's what I'll have to find out. Blinding that sun. Oh, honestly, absolute massive difference. I felt so much more warmer and happier just because of the sun. Them rays just coming down, that looks mental, doesn't it? This is all like mud and lava in it. There's still loads of trees that have been, they're just all blocked from the fires. These pine cones are starting to look a bit bigger. The ones in Gran Canaria were massive. I don't really think the ones in Tenerife are as big. It's crazy, innit? Like, even though they're like near each other, they're just totally different islands. And even though the Ganges used to live around here, you know, I said about them in the Gran Canaria video. The Ganges from Tenerife and Gran Canaria, they've got the same like sort of caves. But when I was watching the documentary, they're like, I don't know, it's just weird how they got there. There was no like boats or anything like that, you know, these were primitive survivors. You know, they reckon that they come over from like Africa way, but you know, the mad thing is like, how did they get there? And you would think years ago, like, you know, like England and Ireland and Scotland, Wales, well, England and Scotland and Wales are connected, but like Ireland was connected to that point at one point, and then it all like spread out. But these are two different islands. You know, I wouldn't say they just sprung out of nowhere, but they sprung up out of, you know, out of nowhere with volcanoes and stuff. I mean, I'm pretty shit at explaining stuff like this, but this is my version of explaining it, because I didn't really learn much at school. I did try my best. In fact, I didn't try my best, I'm not gonna lie. I couldn't be fucked with it. I got bullied at school, so obviously I didn't want to be there. When I was learning about geography, I used to just go to sleep. Although I did enjoy watching, you know, some of the films about volcanoes, like Dante's Peak. Yeah, you can see all the volcanic rock there. Crazy, innit? Well, considering I didn't learn much at school, like later on, I got a job when I was like 28 or something. It's like been like 14 years now since then. So yeah, geography teacher. Look where I'm at now. I'm in a different part of the world, off the coast of the Sahara, I think it is. Yeah, pretty close to like Africa than you are to Spain. Spain's absolutely miles away from here, and it's also closer to back home, and it's like an hour difference. But when you're in the Canaries, there is no time difference to back at home in England. It's just like the same time. So if you're in your hotel, you know, and there's any programs that you watch at a certain time, probably a good chance that you can catch up with them. I didn't watch much telly last night, but I noticed they had BBC 1, BBC 2, BBC 4 come up. I haven't been through them all. I just sort of put the telly on and then I knocked it off and just watched some shorts on my phone until I went to sleep. Seen a few people do that at the airport, and like they fall asleep with the phones in their hand. There's a couple of times where I've been in bed, I've just dropped off for a second and my phone's just fell on the floor. Oh, this is starting to feel so much better now that the sun's out. Honestly, it's making an absolute massive difference to the way I feel, like mentally and physically. Like, I actually feel like my pants have dried off a bit more now. They have. That's crazy how soaked they were. They don't feel like 100%, but they definitely feel drier. Yeah, crazy. Even my coat feels a bit dry now, so that's alright. So if I don't get back to my hotel tonight, then as long as this sun stays out, then there's a good chance. You know, I was staying warm and everything. There was one night where I was on the Cumbria Way, and I could have finished that. I had the extra day to do it. I had 3 days in a row where I was off work, and it wasn't even like holiday. It was just 3 normal days off work, and then I set off from Ulverston. Basically, I followed the Cumbria Way, well, as far as Keswick, but just before Keswick, when I was coming over that pass over Longdale, I forget the name of that pass now, but basically when I come over there, I knew there was a storm coming. You know, it was coming no matter what, and I had a rough idea of what sort of time it was coming. Just as I got to the top of that fell, well, to the top of that pass, that's where the storm come in, and honestly I got absolutely soaked. And like, not just soaked, but like, it was wet, it was windy, it was even taking us from the back of the legs. When I got further down to the bottom, it was you know, when the wind's that strong you start running with it. Well, it was actually making us jump up in the air, but I just had to keep on going because that storm was going to get worse. And then I walked down the Borodale Valley in just complete rain. Got to Wetherspoons, tried to dry off for a bit. Didn't really dry off too much, but I thought, fuck it, I'm going to carry on, which was a bad idea. I should have literally just got the bus back home from there, and I knew I should have got the bus back from there, but I just knew I had another 30 miles to go in that walk. And so yeah, anyway, I was in my tent that night on Lockrig in the woods. Didn't get too far from Keswick. I think it was starting to get dark and I was cold, and so I thought, fuck it, I put my tent up. Trying to go to sleep that night when you're wet and you're cold. Just waking up shivering. So obviously I was in hypothermic mode. So I just knew, that's it. Pack your tent up, sleeping bag, absolutely soaked. Everything was absolutely soaked. I tried to rain cover my tent and everything, but it was so bad, the rain. It just cut right through. Anyway, made my way back down to Keswick, like first thing in the morning. I was cold, I was wet. I went out to Premier Inn at about 5 o'clock in the morning, something like that. Luckily there was some staff outside, they were having a cigarette. I said, oh, have you got, like, you know, I said, tell them my situation, cold, wet. They said, well, you can't come in, but we'll come back out. We'll come back out with a cup of and that for you. So they did, they come back out. I think they made us a cup of tea. And they give us some croissants, a couple of croissants. I think there was somewhere else and all, but honestly the hot drink, the croissants, made us feel a bit better. I went back home, and then about, I don't know, whenever I was off again, I went back and like finished the rest of the walk off. Got back to Keswick, walked all the way to Carlisle. I only had my phone back then, didn't have this GoPro, and I didn't have I forgot my portable charger. So everything just died on us, didn't it? And then yeah, I got the Carlisle. I made it. It was a bit of an anticlimax because it was the time where they were doing Carlisle up. Everything was dug up. And my phone died, so I had no way of saying, yeah, finished it, got to the end. And the end point wasn't there. So I don't know. Quite like to do that walk again, in a way. If I've just got like, you know, a few days off work, I could do that. But I don't seem to get them 3 days off work anymore. You know, it might be, usually I've got a Sunday off, and then I'll maybe have like maybe a Monday off, or a Friday off, or a Wednesday off. It could be any sort of time really. But quite like the fact though that I get like a day off each week. So the only problem is when I had that Saturday, Sunday, Monday off, I don't know, it was just, you had to wait like 2 weeks until you had another good 3 days off. And then that Sunday, well, Sundays I always dedicate it to my mum, you know, just try and get it out. But you know, take it on. I've just realised I've been talking so much shit, and it's probably for the best. But somewhere I think I was recording, and somewhere I stopped recording, and I was basically giving you the life story again. So so it's a good job. If I'd come down that path before, I'd have ended up going backwards on myself. So I'm walking up this way now, and I've had 2 GoPro batteries die on us. Usually one of them lasts a good day, but and I've gone through a full packet of fags. So I don't know whether if it's the heat, because it is kind of warm, but I feel kind of cold and wet. But I am starting to dry off. To be honest, my shirt's kind of wet from sweating up, going up all the hills. I think I'm going to have to watch how much I'm actually recording. Try not to talk too much shit. I was basically giving a life story out before, then my GoPro ended up dying, so I think I'm going to take it easy with how much I record, because I want to record this full walk. I've actually got 2 of these portable chargers, so they should keep us going. So, time to charge up. I've got about 15% left on my phone. Right. Sun's gone in again. Yeah, I'm going to knock this off and just keep going. So, I'm not really too sure, but I think I'm about 5 or 6 kilometres, or maybe about 5 kilometres away from next village that I was supposed to be going to. And then if I get there, I can get a bus back. So it's just come up 7:30. It's starting to get a bit later now. I think within the next hour it'll be starting to get dark, but at least I can make the best of some of this sunshine right now. There's a butterfly. Class. Oh, look at that out there. This is the best view I've had for ages. Yeah, it's like a bit of a view. Actually starting to feel a bit warm. Just made myself a warm drink back there. Yeah, That's all there's a lot of it. So it looks like as if I'm starting to come down a bit more, but it looks like as if it's gone back up that way. I think basically when I come to the other side of that section over there, that's where I should be able to see Mount Teide. I just hope that sun stays, because felt kind of cold all day, and all that cold and mist. Not like freezing, but you know, just uncomfortably cold and wet. I feel a bit more dry now. I'm doing alright. It's this way, I think. And I hope. Back through these bushes, luckily they're all dried out. All these trees are it's probably a good idea if you don't come and do this walk when it's too hot. I wouldn't like to be caught in all these trees if they did set on fire, because I've been walking through all these trees for miles. So I've come back to more of these overgrown bushes. Luckily they've all dried off in that door now, which is alright, but luckily I can just still see the path down there. Yeah, this is what I'm having to go through right now. This is where I could actually do with a machete, clear the path up a bit. Now I'm not really too sure if I actually carry on with or I carry on with this. This looks like more of the proper path. Some folk would get kind of lost out here because you just can't see the path. Crazy, innit? At least it's all dried off though now. And just see the top of there, and all this mist has started rolling back in. Luckily we've still got a bit of sunshine, but not so much on us right now. I've no idea where I'm going right now, but I'm guessing over this section, and then once I start coming down, that's where I should say Teide. So yeah, kind of makes sense. Why do I do this to myself? Why didn't I just stay at the hotel? Maybe go and see some animals and go and do some fun stuff. Go to Las Americas, could have got wasted there. Could have done all sorts, couldn't I? But this is really what I wanted to do. I was quite nervous about setting off in the first place, and even this morning I didn't really have the motivation there. This is just becoming a nightmare. Like. Maybe I sensed these bits coming up. Oh, look. Just felt like the right moment to do that there, didn't it? I think these bushes are going to go on for a long way like this. See some rocks up there. So cut back to me when I'm somewhere better than this. Right, I want to carry on through that. Wish us luck. Crazy with all these fires, it's like burnt the posts, sent them down, and then with the storms that they've had, yeah, that probably hasn't helped as well. But I'm actually contemplating just sleeping right there on the path right now, on a nice little flatbed just beside that post. Hopefully in about half an hour or something we'll get to where we need to be, and then go and get something to eat. I think that's the one thing that's just pushing us to just keep on going on right now, and not just keep my airbed out and my sleeping bag and just crash out. So I did get up kind of early this morning. It was about 6:30 or something. Oh, you can actually see a view again. See what will come over on the other side there. Oh, that's quite cool. That little cave and that there, and yeah, you can see that sunset now, which looks amazing from here. No, I'm not gonna do it. I was kind of thinking of climbing over there and onto that, but I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, you would get a cool picture, but no, I'm not just gonna risk it slipping and falling down there, you know. So this is really the turning point. It's getting close to that turning point. Do I just stay out all night, or do I keep on going where there's going to be food and choice of 2 beds and a TV? Fucking hell, yeah, you definitely don't want to fall down there. That's crazy. When I looked at my map before, I'm up to the like 1,700 metre. That's like 2 benefices. Not quite, but you know, it's pretty high up, you know. Ah, there she is. There's TD. Class. So this is the point where we come down here. It's going to get a bit steeper. Yeah, so as long as I'm careful, time we get down there, we should be at a good point there. Ah, that is just epic, isn't it? I need to get my camera phone out now and take a good picture of that, because fucking hell, just looks like the volcano's just floating in the clouds, didn't it? Crazy. So I just know now I'm coming down from this section. Now I've committed to coming down and not got to sleep up there. I might not have any decent places I can really get my head down, you know. Looks like as if we're going down here, and then looks like as if it's going up there, unless if it just carries on down that way. That's maybe just a viewpoint. There's something up there, I don't know. Absolutely shit myself there. I don't know what that was, but there was like some sort of exotic bird or bird of prey down there. And see another one over there. I scared the shit out of it. And it absolutely scared the shit out of me and all. And then it flew off over that way somewhere. And it looks like as if it's gone to go and join it, but oh, it just come out of nowhere and it just made this noise. Never heard it before. Never even seen a bird like that before. It's had these cool, like, reddy colours, you know. No, I just have no idea what that was. Yeah, this is carrying on down to go up. I hear paths like that. Quite a few of them, and you have to go down to go up. Just makes no sense, you know. And it just makes something that went over that way, so I think it's doing that anyway. I think this is the last up bit, but it's quite a lot of steep section that way. Maybe encounter that little bird again. I have to get a bit of a shift on if I want to make it back to the hotel. It's probably starting to, as I say, if you see the sunset, you're not far off it getting dark. Honestly, I need to watch out for rocks like that. That was just a lucky escape there. Yeah, I think I've got about 10 minutes, 20 minutes until it's going to get dark or something. Right, climb up there, see what it looks like up top of there, because I reckon it's going to have an awesome view. Probably going to get the best sunset view of Tenerife from the distance. So, come down that section, come up this section here, and I did get a good view of Tenerife in the sunset, but it's kind of covered by them trees, so it's a too grey. The dog's barking down that way. It's not a bad thing. Gives us a sign how far off I am to the that next village. Right. Cut back to me further on down that way. The darkness is starting to creep in now. Can't believe I'm actually on my third GoPro battery now. Doesn't matter, because I've got 2 portable chargers, so I can still charge up. Yeah, crazy. It's been kind of warm, so maybe that's had an effect on the batteries. I don't know. It's all good though. So I'm just walking around here. It's starting to get a bit darker. I reckon now in the next 10-15 minutes it's going to be a hell of a lot darker. So I'm just hoping I can get down here, find somewhere where there's food, but I don't really think that's happening. I think I'm kind of set on get my airbed out and my sleeping bag out. So as you can see, the sun has set. It's starting to get a lot darker on these paths now. I'm alright, I've got my torch on it. You see some lights down there now as well. So that's alright. That must be near some sign of life maybe where that village is. Yeah, I thought I would have got there by now. But I think the way it's gone, it's getting darker, and every now and then I find these little straight paths where I could maybe put my sleeping bag out, but you know, I don't really want to be doing that until it gets like proper dark. But you can see with this type of landscape and this type of terrain that, you know, I don't want to end up in them bushes and then to come off path at any point in the dark. So I've done like 20.88 mile. So I've gone over the 20 mile mark. That's kind of what I wanted to do today. I think I'm just going to sleep on this floor here. Out of the wind a bit, sheltered around these trees. Even if I do get back to my hotel now, yeah, I think I'm just going to crash out here, carry on with it in the morning. So this is going to have to be my setup for night. Got me airbed, sleeping bag, got my bivvy bag here. Yeah, got a pillow there, a nice pillow. So I'm going to put this all together and try and get some rest. In the morning I'll set off, carrying on over that way. I'm just way too tired just to carry on now. I mean, I could carry on a bit further, but I think I've reached that point where, yeah. Got myself in my sleeping bag. This ain't too bad. Just kind of lying on the floor on an airbed, and I've got a sleeping bag and a bivvy bag, so that's alright. Seems pretty quiet, pretty chilled. It's gone pretty dark. Yeah, I think I just needed to slow down. Yeah, you've been walking all day. Right, I'm going to say good night, switch off. So I'll see you when I get up, or if there's anything else to depart. Right.